Heidi ho, neighborinos. Dr. Senpai here. Good. I didn't say McRubs. I would have fucked everything up. But what is up, guys? Dr. Senpai here, and wow. The last video I did on The Walking Dead is 700 and something views right now, and I'm very proud of that video. I personally didn't think it was probably one of my best videos. I just kind of made it like I make most of my videos, but I just wanted to talk about season 8 real quick, about the mid-season shit, and surprisingly, it did very well, and it's a very popular topic right now, The Walking Dead. Not necessarily hating on The Walking Dead, but critiquing, because the show has some very, very serious issues right now, and, this is the top topics I like to discuss, with TV shows, movies, and other shit, stuff to talk about, because that's what this channel's about. And I just wanted to, I guess, follow up from that one and explain why does The Walking Dead suck now. And I think I have a good idea of what it is. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not a professional or anything when it comes to fucking TV shows. I'm just a fan like anybody else. I'm just giving, some criticisms and why I think it sucks personally. So this is all my opinion. Some people may agree with me, but here we go. And it is not like a top 5 reasons or anything, because I didn't have enough time to fucking organize my thought. I'm a very disorganized person when it comes to things, so I don't have a script for this. This is all coming off the head. So, let's go. Let's start off first. I really think what could have, ruined The Walking Dead, or like made it suck recently, is I'm gonna say it's the quantity versus quality, if that makes sense. The Walking Dead, I was kind of afraid of this when they first mentioned this, the AMC, whoever the fuck does that kind of sort of stuff, but when they announced that, it can be like, this show can go on for like 10 seasons or even more, 10 or more seasons. I was like, okay, I'm not sure how much success it could be, but I think it was around season 5 when they announced that. I was like, okay, I may be able to see that happening. It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying season 5 so far, so it's pretty good. But yeah, it's just quantity over quality, because before, now this is a controversial opinion, but I loved Walking Dead season 1 through 3, season 1 through 4, actually. Because, and I liked season 5, I liked season 6 until season 6 became shit. And season 7 and 8 are fucking horrible. And, kind of how it is. Well, I wouldn't say horrible, just bad, And I see the show is going in this path that I'm not liking so far. So, it's, it's a mixed bag here, but it's, I remember the quality of the show was just so good. I remember with the TV show version and a little bit of the comic book, because I've read a shitload of the comic book. Like right now, I'm reading the new arc, and it's pretty damn cool. I haven't seen the second issue of this new arc that they're doing, but it's pretty cool. I've been consistently reading the Walking Dead comic book for a while now, for about like 2 years, because I've collected the omnibus books. There's 3 different books that collect hundreds and hundreds of the Walking Dead issues you can read, so it's really helpful to get through most of the comic book. But I've read for a long time, and I've always kind of said this, that I still believe the Walking Dead comic book will always be superior to the fucking TV show, because the TV show has some incredible moments before season 7 and 8, but it's. But I still agree that the comic book just has more. It just has more, because they can do more in the comic book series. They can like swear, like say fuck on the comic book series. Even though although I am starting to notice a few F-bombs dropping on TV, so I'll keep watching that. But it's it just became more quantity over quality. They want to get it just feels like now they're focused on viewership and fucking merchandise and all, the basic company shit, but it just starting to become more, I guess, on the corporate side, where They just want more seasons. We're just gonna fucking milk it, which is a problem, you know, the Arrowverse shows have. Like, for example, Arrow has 6 fucking seasons now, and it's kind of dragged on a bit. But The Walking Dead's like, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna make a shitload more. While shows like Breaking Bad, which I'm sorry, I still haven't watched Breaking Bad. I'm pretty sure it's a good show. I just haven't gotten around to it. But Breaking Bad, that ended like in 5-6 seasons, I think. So that knew how to end, and in 2 years from now, I think Game of Thrones is ending. I haven't watched that either. Man, I need to start watching those shows, those good shows, you know, instead of some of this shit that's going on now, I guess, because, damn, it's getting rough out here. But, you know, it's just become more quantity where they just want more seasons of just bullshit and fillery stuff and characters we can hardly give a shit about. Like, they have this fascination with some of the Alexandrian characters we don't give a shit about. Like in early season 8, we had Aaron, who's not that bad of a character, but he has like this fucking boyfriend who was like this little bitch that ran around. He's gay and shit, which is a comic book thing, so I didn't really have a problem with it. Not SJW bullshit, blah, blah, blah. You know, weird stuff like that. But it's he had a boyfriend or a husband. It's probably his husband. He got killed, I guess. He got shot and killed, and I was like, okay, who honestly gives a fuck about this character and everything? And then there's the whole cringy shit with Ezekiel, who is probably one of the worst characters on the show right now. He's really kind of annoying, you know, and it was kind of funny too. I don't know about you guys. I didn't laugh during in the mid-season part where during the first half of season 8 when the fucking tiger died and everything, because that's a thing in comic books too. It's like most of the time when I watch The Walking Dead, I guess that's kind of my fault, is where I'm not very sensitive to the TV show, where, you know, I almost like fucking cried when I read the comic book issue of The Walking Dead when Glenn got his head bashed in. I was like, holy shit, because, you know, I didn't read the comic book before that, so it was interesting. But, you know, I kind of expect things. But anywho, back on topic. It's kind of like, you know, they just have Ezekiel with these fucking cringy ass people, his cringy ass speeches and everything, and he sees his people die, and he's all like, I don't want to be the king anymore, I don't want to be King Ezekiel, and everything. And it's like, okay, and it's just weird. But, you know, it's just, I can honestly see them trying to fucking extend the show out for as long as possible, you know, and it's after All Out War, I don't know honestly what they should be doing with this show. It's like most of it is just action bullshit and explosions. I've seen way more explosions these last 2 seasons than I've seen throughout the show. Honestly, it's just so much just money. We want more money, bitch, because we noticed the ratings are dropping. So we need to do more of this bullshit to get people to come in. We're gonna do some Michael Bay stuff, more explosions. Yes, because that's definitely what people want to see. So, yeah, quantity versus quality. They kind of dropped in quality recently. You know, it's just quality wise just not that good anymore. We just have so much shit. And now to my next reason, or, you know, thing I want to talk about is the characters, why this is making the show shit too. The characters and the bad writing and everything, of course, because no one on The Walking Dead knows how to talk like a normal fucking human being in a zombie apocalypse with some cringy dialogue. But it's there's a lot of characters in The Walking Dead, and I get that. They have to cram a lot of characters in there, like the Alexandrians. You know, they have to cram them in there, even though they're literally unimportant and they're just fodder to just get killed off anyway. You know, and it's just some of the characters' writing and all that is just, they're thrown in there. It's again with the shooting, fuck. It's like some of the characters have just kind of become boring and stale. Like before, Rick was really good. Now it's just like, you know, he's become all right. Daryl is, you know, The Walking Dead fans will always be like, Daryl's a badass! Whatever he does! You know, where it's like, yeah, there was badass moments he did before, but nowadays it's just kind of boring. You know, man. Eugene's a shitty character compared to what he was in the comic books. The TV series tends to ruin a lot of people. That's what I say from the comic books. I hate to keep comparing it to the comic books, but unfortunately, it's true. Just they introduce so many fucking characters who they try to make us care about, like that fucking Denise bitch who gets killed in season 7. Well, we were supposed to care about her because she talked more than 2 lines the first time in this episode. Holy shit! This is a groundbreaking, man. This is absolutely groundbreaking. I'm just clutching my dick right now, saying, "Oh my god, this show is just revolutionary." You know, shit like that, or like again with Aaron's boyfriend. I think his name's Eric. I think that dude's name was like Eric or something like that. It took me 10 minutes just to remember this nigga's name. So that's how you know. It's like, they focus a lot of time caring on different characters, while certain main characters, get now certain main characters too get a lot of the spotlight. For example, when Gled died in season 7, oh yeah, I know it's sad. He was gonna have a kid on the way, It's gonna be, oh yeah, and they're like, oh, Abraham died too. The only person who gives a shit right now is that Rosita bitch and fucking Sasha, I guess. And honestly, I kind of stopped caring about Sasha most of the time because that character was kind of ruined. She was just kind of most of the time, I want to shoot things and freak the fuck out everywhere I go. Ah! And everything is like, oh, okay, this is a well-written character, I guess. So, whatever, bitch. So, that was kind of annoying. And her character is pretty fucking stupid. It's just, I don't know. It's just, they've put so many useless characters and fodder characters in there in this all-out war and everything, and they did a lot of different stuff too. Like they want to make us care about Negan, who's okay. Negan's okay in the TV series, but the other guys like Simon, who's fucking Trevor from GTA 5. Hey dude, you worked good as GTA 5. You worked good as Trevor in GTA 5, but here you're kind of like, I'm a wannabe Negan. For some reason, like, yeah, I'm his boy wonder. It's like, we don't fucking care about you. Or there's like this fucking fat dude who's always like, dude bro, yeah, King Ezekiel. He hangs out with Ezekiel. He's the fat guy with the axe. In the mid-season finale, they're gonna act like they're gonna kill him off. And I was like, please do. This guy's fucking annoying. Honestly, it's just it's the show just. They kind of show characters that we just really just don't give a shit about. It's kind of like, well, they also brought back, like, Morales from season 1, who's a character I actually remembered. I was like, oh, yeah, Morales, that guy. So they actually listened to the memes. That's funny. I'm like, okay, I see what they did there. It's like, oh, my God, now they're going to make this guy a character is going to show up nonstop. And then sure enough, they killed him off. Which, I was like, okay, how long are they actually going to keep this guy in the show? Oh, thank God they killed him off. Because who gives a fuck about Morales? But to boost the views, quantity versus quality, we want the views, the clickbait. It's not like YouTube. It's not like YouTube yet, So it's like, oh, yep, quality, fuck quality, quantity, boost the views. We notice the ratings are low because of our shitty show, so let's make it even worse by putting in shocking moments and everything, so we can have great YouTubers like Trev's Chan 2 talk about it. So, it's just shit like that, Everything. And it's just, this show's a mess, man. There's just so much to talk about with The Walking Dead. It's a fucking mess. There's so much to talk about, but, I'm going to move on. What's another one? Let's see. Oh, the fan base. This show's fan base, I swear to fucking God. There's so many people out here like, LOL, I just watched The Walking Dead. Like, oh my God, that episode was so good. Rick and Daryl shot the bad guys, guy. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. And we saw zombies. LOL, so scary. And everything is just, shit like that. Hashtag The Walking Dead is so scary. And then they have that fucking Talking Dead show, which is Which, as soon as that show comes up, I immediately turn that shit off as fast as I possibly can. Can't stand that Chris Hardwick guy. He's fucking annoying. He's like, hey, did you guys like The Walking Dead this episode? Oh, it was very shocking, right? Yeah, I'm Chris Hardwick. Yeah, I get paid a lot. All right, here's fucking Scott M. Gimple. He knows how to write shows good, right? Yeah, guys, look at him. Oh yeah. So Scott M. Gimple, what do you think about this episode? Oh yeah, well I'm good at writing, so yeah, it's gonna be shocking. Shook. Ah! Screaming fans in the background and shit. Oh my god, this shit. It's honestly the TV show fan base is so fucking cringy. There's hardly a strictly comic book fan base. I guess I kind of fit between. There's a middle and then there's the TV show series and most of the, and unfortunately I'm gonna say it, but most of the TV series fans just don't fucking get it. The main point, they're there to see scary zombies and everything, which I'm gonna talk about in a minute. You know, about the fucking zombies and everything. It's like all this and viewing parties. People throw like weird fucking viewing parties and shit. Like I've seen that before. Like so, I remember my cousin and another who lives in another town. He threw like a fucking big ass viewing party for what episode? It was an episode. He was doing it for that one episode in season 7 where it was like an 80-minute. It was a long episode. I can't remember exactly which episode. It was supposed to be a long episode. It was supposed to be like a special episode that was hyped up and shit. And he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I wish you could come here. We got the fucking food and everything." He had a lot of people over, and he fucking called me earlier. He was like fucking raging in tears about how shitty that episode was. And it's like, yeah, it's because you and your other fucking friends who are dumbass fans of this show decided to hype it the fuck up, even though it didn't deliver. There's so many episodes in the show that they hype up. Like that episode where nothing happens. It was just Negan walking around acting like, "Hey, Rick, I'm intimidating. I'm Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm taller than all of you. I'm gonna make metaphors about my big, fat, juicy cock. Okay? Look how big my cock is. Woohoo! I'm gonna make spaghetti in your house and pet Carl on the forehead. Alright? I'm intimidating." So, you know, that's what happened in that. I remember that episode specifically, but there's episodes like that where they make it long for some reason. They hype it up over social media, and it turns out to be absolutely fucking nothing. It's like, what is this, man? It's just, and I've seen, you know, some fucking memes of this and everything. People were like, "Oh, rest in peace, Carl," because Carl was a good character in the first place on the TV series. Probably earlier when he was a younger kid. But they kind of fucked up Carl a little bit. I personally think in a TV series they probably should have just made him, you know, still young as he was in the comic book series, because there was so much more to Carl in the comic book series when he was just like a little kid. He was like fucking 10 by the end of All Out War. And then and then they flash forward. They have a flash forward after All Out War. Spoilers and shit. After All Out War and everything. And it's grown up Carl, but he's a teenager. He's pretty much the same age as the TV series Carl. So, you know, it's like, okay, you know, it's just the fan base, man. The fan base just hypes shit up to the nth degree of greatness, and they treat The Walking Dead like it's so great, especially fucking YouTubers who react and everything like, "Ooh, I'm gonna react to the new episode of The Walking Dead," and they're like, "Whoa, this is groundbreaking! This is amazing episode! Oh my god! Oh my god, guys, did you see that? Rick shot a zombie in the face! Holy shit!" Or go back to the first episode of season 8. Holy shit! They're shooting at windows, man! This is fucking amazing! This is the best War adaptation we could possibly get. They're shooting at windows. Holy shit! Negan is just a great character. You know. All right, I'm gonna stop now, but you guys get my point. Just overhyped bullshit. You know, and that's honestly why I say could possibly, you know, fucking ruin the show. and everything. It's just, so much to talk about with The Walking Dead. I'm gonna keep reiterating that. You know, with certain, yeah. But yeah, the Walking Dead is a puzzling show, honestly, and you know, I have hopes for it and this mid season and everything. So, hopefully it's good. I'll be checking it out, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how long I can continue watching this show before it gets fucking worse. You know, and the show wasn't always like this bad all the time. Like I said, season 1, great opening to The Walking Dead, man. I love the opening to season 1. It opened up almost verbatim like the comic book almost, and you know, we got introduced to Glenn in the first episode over the radio, and you get to meet some of the other Alexandrians with some new characters and everything, and it's like, oh, this is really cool. I like this, you know. I think a strength of The Walking Dead had in the earlier seasons was the fear of the walkers and the zombies, because I know that they were new. The whole show wasn't exactly about zombies. The whole message of The Walking Dead is that they're all infected with the virus and they can die at any time and turn into zombies, so they're all technically walking dead. I get that, but there was a certain fear factor to the zombies. I remember I was almost like afraid of the show back when I first saw it. I was like, holy shit, this is gruesome as hell. But you know, you just see like these walking corpses across the street. You get to see Rick terrified and everything. You get to see just how big of a force these zombies are in the first episode, especially. That is just chilling. You just get to see that the world has gone to shit. And this guy was in a coma for like a few months and everything. I can't remember. And then Rick wakes up and he just sees the world, and his whole world just turned upside down just like that. And he just wants to find his family. You know, I thought that was amazing. You get to kind of see, you know, what happened to the world. You know, we get to see a horse get fucking devoured and just see our first horde of how big these guys can get in a group. And you know, and you gotta find out later, it's like the walkers are nothing to be trifled with. Like the 4th episode, I think, of season 1, where the zombies all gain in on their camp and everything and start eating people. Like people would start fucking dying left and right. They're like, holy shit. I remember that episode. I was like fucking shaking after. I was like, holy shit, that was intense, man. This is good ass TV right here. When I first saw, you know, that first season of The Walking Dead and the second season of The Walking Dead, mostly because season 1 and 2 were really good because they had Shane in it. Let's be honest, Shane's fucking awesome. That's one thing I can say versus comic book. They did Shane so much better in the TV series, I'd say. You know, there's just levels to Rick and Shane's friendship that they explored in season 2. Some people may say it's boring, but I don't think that's the case, because, you know, we kind of got to see now that, you know, they're kind of settled down a little bit. There's not a lot of zombies roaming around where they were constantly in danger in season 1. But now we kind of get to focus on developing certain characters. We get to see Glenn, you know, he forms a relationship with Maggie. We get to see, you know, Maggie's family with Herschel and everything. And Herschel, you know, he's like the good loving grandpa character, you know. He's probably better than the comic book series now that I think about it, because in the comic book series, Herschel was a fucking asshole. And he was just kind of like, well, I give up, negative Nancy all the time, but most of the time he's just kind of like this old classic grandpa dude who owned a fucking farm. And that's what season 2 was about, you know. And, you know, it was really cool. I really liked seeing, you know, the dynamic of the characters and how they relate with each other. You know, how they talk to each other. They actually talked like human beings living in a fucking apocalypse in a terrifying situation. You know, and, you know, it was really cool. The final episode of season 2 was amazing. When they killed off Sophia, that was Sophia, Carol's daughter. That was like, wow, this show has some, this is some good shit right here, man. I was like, damn, this is awesome. And then season 3 rolled around. Season 3 had an incredible start to it. You know, they got to the prison. Probably, like, I think I was reading the comic book around the prison time when season 3. I don't know. I started watching the show around when season 4 was starting, so I already purchased season 1 through 3 digitally on a tablet back then, so I had all 3 seasons to just binge watch on. And I remember seeing season 3, and I was like, holy shit, okay, they're at the prison now. This is pretty cool. You know, they open the prison. The prison is like this big, massive place. This could be a home for them in the future. You know, but you know, there's problems. There's prisoners they have to fight off. There's conflict. There's conflict in there. And then there's even more zombies. And we get to see more character deaths. Probably one of the best scenes in television history, I think, came from when Lori gave birth to fucking Judith. When Carl had to witness that and shit. You get to see that, you know, it was kind of heartbreaking. She fucking died, which is something that didn't happen in comic book series. Granted, comic book series was much more gruesome. Lori and fucking Judith die at the same time, which was like, whoa, holy shit. Everything, you know, and that was like, wow, that's really cool. And you kind of get to see how Rick was dealing with that. It was incredible, man. I like seeing shit like that. It's like, wow, this is really good storytelling with season 3 that they did. And the governor, man, I loved the governor. You know, and it's like, damn. I love the governor, and it's just, there's just so many great characters like that. They brought back the governor again in season 4. Season 4 discovered more of the prison. It's become more of a community, and that's what I liked about seeing in season 4. At the first half, and then, you know, it's more of a community now, and they spent a few months there. They made it their home, and then it all gets taken away by the governor, who was an awesome villain, and he died so good. And even the second half of season 4 felt so different. We got to see the characters split off, go in different ways. We get to see them meet up again eventually at Terminus. And they did Terminus much better than I expected. Terminus was so fucking cool. The idea of Terminus in The Walking Dead season 4 is when they were building up to Terminus. Like, what is this Terminus place? Until you found out later that was actually the cannibal storyline that they had in the comic book series, which they did better in the fucking TV series. So that was really cool. I was like, wow, this is fucking awesome. You know? It just, And then season 5 had probably one of the greatest fucking, maybe the greatest season premiere ever. They break out of that bitch with fucking Carol blasting him away and shit, and it was awesome. There's the 3rd episode where Rick fucking lays that hammer down and just kills that Gareth dude, the cannibals. Oh, that was so sick. And that was season 5. And season 5 was pretty solid. They got to Alexandria, and Rick started to become more part of the Alexandrian community. Season 6 was all about No Way Out and everything. We got the teased death of Glenn, and that really awesome episode with the wolves and everything. The wolves guys with the W's on their head. We got to see the return of Morgan too. And, you know, I really wanted to see what they would have done with the wolves, you know. And it's just, They could have done so much with that character, then they had to fucking write them off, I guess, and they just went right back to Negan and all those guys. They could have saved the Saviors, I guess, but I wish the show was more creative and went in a more creative route, you know, and it's just stuff like that, you know. And obviously, you guys know about season 7 and 8. I'm not going to go into full summary about those. But yeah, I'd say, honestly, Walking Dead really started to suck like right around season 6, I'd say. By the end of season 6, when the big cliffhanger happened, that's when the show started to suck. This has been a very long video, guys, and I really like how this one is made. So, you know, yeah. This is reasons why The Walking Dead sucks now and why it was good before. So, I'm going to get the fuck out of here, guys. I'm going to go to bed now. I'm fucking tired and everything, so peace the fuck out. And tell me what you liked in the comments about this video, and see you guys later.